Greetings, this is Vlodril and welcome to the preview for Deathtrash, which just released on Steam Early Access. Deathtrash is developed and published by Crafting Legends. I was sent the key for this preview. But first things first. You start the game with your citizenship being revoked, and after a never explained operation, you are deemed contaminated and you are expelled as to not contaminate others. The robots that run the society kindly suggest you move on and not try to re-enter the habitat, or there will be lethal consequences. Oh, and you are also forbidden from reproducing too, for some reason. So you set out to try to find out what is wrong with you and see what the rest of the world is about. Deathtrash is an isometric action shooter RPG. It has some really nice pixel art. It is a unique and very unsettling post-apocalyptic setting. Lots of visually disturbing things, and probably the goriest game I have ever played. For example, one of the abilities you have is to puke at will. Sometimes you can use your puke to lubricate machines so they can be used. You can also heal yourself with eating raw meat and organs. There is flesh everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Flesh on random patches on the ground, flesh animals, bigger flesh animals, flesh under the ground, etc. As far as the music goes, nothing stood out to me that much, but the ambient sounds are nice and the weapon effects have impact, which is always a plus. There is no voice acting to be had, at least for the version of the game I played. The story seems pretty intriguing, again mostly due to the unique setting. Can't say a lot about it, because simply there isn't a lot of it in the game yet. There don't seem to be many choices to be had. Deathtrash so far plays in a fairly linear fashion for storyline purposes. The save system is pretty decent, with both quick save and manual saving options. Combat wise, the game is an action game. You swing your melee weapon to hit enemies, but you do not have to aim, you just need to be close to them. Your ranged weapon you do need to aim, with the right stick or the mouse. Combat is fast and brutal. You have various skills and items to help, of course, from healing items to stealth modules to shocking enemies with some gadget. If you find the game too hard or too easy, you can adjust the difficulty on the fly. There is a plethora of weapons to be had, from small fast melee weapons like swords to big hammers or machetes. Ranged wise, there are rifles, revolvers, shotguns, energy weapons, rocket launchers and more. The game is not stingy with them either. You will find plenty of them, and one of those should fit your playstyle. There is no durability or encumbrance mechanic, so you can carry 10 weapons if you like, but your inventory slots are limited, so you won't be able to carry much else. There is a crafting system. You can deconstruct weapons and make things like ammo, healing items or gadgets. You will find more recipes as the game progresses, so you will be able to make more things. Crafting seems really useful, especially for bullets which run out pretty fast. There is an overworld map and you can pick a location to go to. Some locations you know, and sometimes you can pick a direction and see if there is anything interesting that way. You can also alter the speed, so you can go faster on the map, which is always very helpful for when you have to go back and forth a bit or go long distances. There are also random encounters to be had while traveling. There are plenty of things to find: long forgotten bunkers, strange forests, ancient ruins and more. And all of them wonderfully weird. The game rewards exploration with plenty of resources, weapons and gadgets. Deathtrash evokes the feeling of old Fallout, but somehow even stranger and more fantastical, and definitely more macabre. Deathtrash offers local co-op, and with Steam's remote play together, you can also co-op with a friend online. They can control your character, or at any point you can initiate co-op, and they make a character so you can each have a character to control. At any time you can switch it back to single player too. It worked flawlessly for the time that I used it. The other player or players don't need to own the game either. All in all, this looks like one of the most unique worlds I have visited. There are about 5 hours worth of content, depending on how much you explore of course, and the game is planned to be about 20 hours on full release. For $19.99, I would definitely recommend it for fans of the strange and weird. Thank you for watching this preview. As always, feel free to leave me a comment or suggestions on the preview or other games you would like me to cover. Press the like button if you enjoyed it, and feel free to subscribe to be notified where more previews or reviews go online. Apart from YouTube, you can find me on Twitter, Steam and everywhere else as Vlodril. Have a great day and I will see you next time.